Hello, Leanie and Cherry and Jeanette. Jeanette, I got your bunnies yesterday. I'm going to show them all today. I got a whole box of bunnies. It's just so stinking cute. I love it. Hello, 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 and welcome to Miss C's cottage. I am Miss C. Um, I live at Miss C's cottage, the home of the Somebunny, and well, we're just going to shut the music off. That's all there is to it. I live at Miss C's cottage, the home of the Somebunny, and I have been twiddling my thumbs for a while now. Barbara, thank you for your address, sweetheart. And Sharon, I would send you a Purple Heart if I could. Paula Mulford, hello, Paula. And there's my friend Tammy. And Bonnie's here right up front. Wow. I hope you got a break, Bonnie. And Maisie, hello, Mary, my love. How are you doing, sweetheart? And there's Michael, the love of my heart. And Regina Provenzano. And Zoila. Zoila never forgets anyone. I do like the hats that you make. I think that's a terrific idea. Because I make bunnies. Kim Fortune from Fortune Knit makes those little wiggle worms that she calls Bravos, and she gives those to the kids and makes them feel special. There are other people making other things that they give away to make people know that they are special. And Jeanette Egan makes hats for the veterans and gives them to them so that they know that someone loves them, someone's thinking about them, someone cares about them. Okay, this is the cottage, and I am what I am. Come on in, leave your shoes at the door and all your worries and your troubles at the door. They're not allowed inside the cottage. It's only love comes in here. And when you open the door, love is just going to come all over you as you come in and just force that stuff off onto the mat. Elmo will come by later and sweep it up and burn it right after the show. Well, not right after the show today because remember I told you when Helene went through, a tree fell and one of the branches went through the roof of the big barn. He's not been able to get someone up here to fix that yet. So one of his sons came up and helped him put a tarp over it for a time. But it needs to be repaired before we get into winter and the rain starts. We don't get snow here, but we do get rain during the winter. So it needs to be taken care of. So he contacted the people who put the barn up. It's a steel barn. And they gave him the name of the manufacturer of the barns themselves. So he contacted them and got some roofing panels, the corrugated aluminum roofing panels, and he ordered them, and they are in. So he asked me if I would like to ride up to Live Oak today with him and pick those up because he's got to have somebody in there watching the trailer because I think it's a 10 or 12 foot trailer, but it's 17-foot panels. So I told him that's fine. I wouldn't mind riding with him, but I'm not sitting on the panels where they go up over the back of I'm not sitting on the front of them to hold them down. So as long as I can ride in the cab, I'm okay. But when we get home, he'll sweep them up and throw them out. And there's water. I don't know if you want water this morning, water or juice, soda. It's in the cooler, but it is so cold here. It is 57 degrees. It has warmed up to 57 degrees right now. So you might want a coffee or a tea or a hot chocolate. And those are over here on the right-hand side coming in the door. Rebecca, hello, hello. I'm so glad you stopped in this morning. Be sure and get yourself a hot chocolate or a coffee or tea or something before you start stitching away there. Yeah, oh, there's my friend Sam. Sam, the package that I got was so small that I just decided to stick another things, a couple other things in there to make it worth sending to Australia. Okay, just I hope it gets there by Christmas, but if it doesn't, it's coming. Jeanette Whitson, you'll be sitting by the coffee. Okay, and Yolanda Aguilar, welcome, welcome, welcome in, you two. And there's Margie, my arrow lover. And Kim G. And Diane Major, how are you doing this morning, hon? How are your hands? Does this cold weather bother you at all, Diane? Yeah, either before you get up to get a snack or after you come back from your snack. Don't forget to leave your DNA on the button. Well, Sam, you just happen to be my best friend for the month. So, no, Sam has become very special to me. At this time, as each one of you have become special to me. Oh my goodness, look at this hair. Whew, why didn't somebody tell me? Just got out of the shower and fluffed it, and boy, did I fluff it. Wow, I'm looking more like Bozo every day. Bozo and my mom. Okay, Darcia, hello. And Lana. Lana, I've got a package going out to you too. And Dawn P. Oh, good. Thank you, and I'll say no more. I thought I remembered you enjoying Yarn Barf. I think it was you because there's so few of you out there. But I hope I send it to the right person. Bonnie, it's cold all over today. Oh my gosh. And then you and Carrie the Yarny Elephant can be sisters. She has purple hair. Well, except when she has pink hair, blue hair. All right. Oh, there's my Dawn, Erin. I love you, girl. You just don't even know. When you doubt, you just have to yell no, and just know that I love you because I do. Yeah, Dawn P loves yarn barf. Well, that's what I sent her. I sent her some. It's really pretty yarn, and I just it I kept it a long time because I thought, no, I can do this on the ball winder. I'll just go slow, and then I thought, no, I'm never going to do that. And yarn barf came up, and Dawn P said I like yarn barf, and so I thought, aha. And it's purple and gray and black and just it's so beautiful yarn. I can't wait to see what she makes out of it. Pebbles, are you here? I don't see you in the chat, my love. Where are you? Did you come in and I didn't see you? Somebody said Pebbles, but I don't see you. Sam, Zoila, Tammy, and Major, Kim G, Macy, Paula Mulford. Hello, Sharon. I'm in trouble now. When Dawn Aaron and Dawn P and Sharon all show up at the same time, the three musketeers, you are either in for a ride or you are in for um, jocularity. I'll put it that way. Hello, Samantha Stewart, my dear. Okay, I am looking and do not see Pebbles. I did hear that she had fallen and was at the ER. Winter storm warning, Margaret says. Oh, we had a freeze and frost warning. I think it was Monday night, Tuesday morning, or it could have been Tuesday night this morning until 11 o'clock. No, it was yesterday. There's Pebble. Okay, you are here, my love. Are you okay? She can fall out of her chair and get up and pick up her crochet hook. I swear that girl doesn't stop. She's got Energizer bunnies for batteries. I love you too, Tammy. Granny D, my cousin. Orlando had snow flurries. We didn't get any. Now, I know that Jenny posted yesterday that she's just about half an hour, 45 minutes from the north and west. And she said that her yard was white with frost, but we didn't have frost here at the home. But I didn't know about Orlando either. Oh, freezing snow and rain. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Um, uh, Sharon, when do you go to Dawn's? You're going pretty soon, aren't you? Cousin D got snow. And Margaret's here. Wow, hello. Just another stitch. That's Connie. Paula's going to get snow this afternoon. And there's my create and relate baby boomer from the peninsula in Virginia, Kitty Lane. Love that girl. She's got two sweet grandbabies live with her. And I know sometimes she wishes they could stay with her, and sometimes she wishes they would move away. But that's life, isn't it? When you have family with you. And there's my sister Susie. Hey, you do whatever you need to do for you, okay? Pandemonium Express. I hope your back has improved. Is the panda here? I didn't see him come in. Hi. Hello, my sweet Antonino. All right. Hi, 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 hi. Okay. I have some other things for you to say hi to. Pebbles said she was in the burrows birthing babies. I don't know nothing about birthing babies. Well, she does. And look at what she has done. One, two. I love how she's put the feet on these. They come out to the sides. Or you can flip them around this way and they sit. Look at that tail. That is one fluffy butt. And then there's this red, white, and blue one. And then there's this one. And then there is this one that looks like candy corn. And look at this tail. I love that tail. And then there's this one, and there's no rhyme nor reason for it, but somebody is going to love this one. Look at all those colors. This may be my favorite in the whole box. It just is. And then there's this one. Look at these feet. Ooh. Those are fuzzy feet. And then there's this one. And then there's this one with fuzzy feet. And then there's this one, who is green and orange and brown and yellow and sparkly all over. I don't know whether you can see the sparkles in that head and the sparkles in the body. It is so sparkly. She's got silver sparkles in her ear bands. So way cool. And if that's not enough, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 2 here from Jeanette Egan. Look at this one with a mustache. He's the old man of the mountain. Now that Grandfather Mountain's gone, they got a Grandfather Bunny. Isn't that the cutest thing? And they're not getting this one. This one stays right here. Right here. And then this blue one. You know Janet Egan loves blue. So look at this blue bunny. Love it, love it, love it. Now somebody was complaining about their ears the other day, but look at this. This is what makes this bunny unique from all other bunnies. I mean, they're all different anyway, but that's cool. All right. Gotta get these pictures taken of them. And then I put the tags on them that Marieanne sent me. I know you guys are too tired of seeing them. These are the Somebunnies tags. And let's see, Kim from Kim Fortune is making some Somebunnies on her little Addie. She's calling them Addie Garumis. And she's just cranking out a tube, stitching it together and making the ears come out the top. And sometimes she'll put like something up the base of it and make it like legs. And she's figured out how to make shoulders and arms come. I'm telling you, that girl, other than Dawn Aaron, I think Kim Fortune is probably one of the most creative people that I know on our YouTube streets here. If you don't know Kim Fortune, you need to go over there and see her. She is in the middle of doing Christmas kitchen sets right now. And she has incorporated, I think I may have mentioned this on Sunday, but she has incorporated her viewers to give her a stitch and a color. And then she made pockets and made a trunk of a tree and then the Christmas tree, all out of these pockets, 25, 24, 25 of them, something like that. And in each pocket, she has put a piece of paper with a stitch on it and a color. The first day she picked out red, the cross stitch, and she's made a kitchen set out of it. So I didn't have any bright red, so I did my antique red, and I don't know, I don't like this button, but that's her dish towel. And then she also makes she calls it a trivet or a hot pad, but I am going to do a dishcloth because I don't use a sponge. I don't use a brush. I used to have a little brush on a handle, and you unscrewed the handle and put your dish soap in there, and then you could wash your dishes with that. And I really like that, but I've not been able to find one for a while. And up here, I don't have to do dishes. Thank God I don't have to do dishes here at the home, but I do my own dishes if I have a snack afterwards or something. But anyway, I think I would make it a dishcloth rather than a hot pad. And then she takes her scrubby yarn and whatever she got left over from here, and she makes a scrubby in the same color. And then the set of 3, along with a bottle of foaming soap from Bed Bath & Beyond, I think. I'm wrong, Margaret. Hey, there's Ricky. Hello, Ricky. And KK. I don't like that. I think if you're going to call someone a nickname, you need to check and make sure that it's okay with them. As brushes you can put dish soap in. Really, Leanie? All right, I'm going to check that out. I have a list here for okay, handled dish. Okay, thank you. Aisha's here. Hello, sweetheart. And Darcia. Well, I'm so glad you guys all came in. Uh-oh. Mary's lost a hook. That can be devastating. Oh, Diane, don't give me that. Some of those are really cute. You know, like, and KK can attest to this. Those Highland cattle that have all these bangs hanging down, they are really super cute. I'm good. Sally Stevens, you popped in during the bunny show. Oh, I'm so glad you saw those. Aren't they cute? I just love it. I was thinking maybe I could get some hand soap from the Dollar Tree too. And then she puts a container of, like she was looking for some cherry hand soap for her red one. And then the second day 2 of this, the color was yellow and the stitch was the lemon peel stitch. But she wasn't aware of what the lemon peel stitch is. And I have done this stitch and I just wasn't aware that it had any name or a name, or didn't even remember if it had a name, to be honest with you. You know how my brain is. So I have started the second one, and that's as far as I've gotten on the dish towel, the hand towel. I won't dry dishes with this, but I might wipe my hands on it if they're wet. But this I can make a washcloth out of, dishcloth out of. And I'm not sure about the scrubbies, and I am not going to do one every day. She is doing an Advent. What does she call it? Margaret, are you still here? What does she call it? Santa cloth. She's doing an Advent Santa cloth. And she's making dishcloths, one every day of the 24 days, different colors, different stitches. I'm not going to be able to keep up with her, at least until after the 16th, because I need to get these bunnies done. I have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Those are just heads. But I have I have 10 buckets with bunny parts in them to be put together, because like I said, I start out with a black bucket, and you guys have seen this black bucket and a skein of yarn, and then I make a head, and then I have to see what the ear is going to look like on it, or maybe I'll do a foot next, I don't know. And then I gotta do the body, and then now I'm left with 3 more feet and 1 more ear. And when I get that done, 2.5 feet. When I get that done, then I set that over in another pile to be put together. And let me untangle this while I'm thinking about it. Otherwise, I'll be in big mess. And I'll set that on another pile. Let me tell you about this little guy. Wow, I didn't think it was this tangled up. How does something that doesn't move get so tangled up? Okay, I'll set it over in another pile, this is my working boxes, and then when I get all the pieces put together, I'll set them on the table in the upstairs, and I can sit up there because I like to watch the birds at the feeders, and I put them together up there. So I'm working on those, and I'm not working on these until I get those finished. And I am going to send a letter to Pastor Tim along with one of these tags for a Somebunny, and I'm making him a Somebunny. Now, this is an idea from my sister Susie, and because Pastor sees things in black and white, I am making this out of black and white bedspread cotton, number 10. Aunt Lydia or somebody. Could be American Thread Company. I don't know. I've got some old ones. And here's the foot. This is, you can see 6, 12, 18, and I'm going up 18 to do the foot part. But I had to stop last night because it's really tedious on your hands, and you can't do a whole lot at once because the hook that I'm using, and I love my tulip hooks, is a 2mm. And that's pretty teeny tiny. I know it looks big, but this is the 5.5 that I do bunnies with. And this is the 2. So you can see a little bit of a difference there. Oh, it's 12:30 already. Okay. What were we doing today? We were going to do a body part or something today, weren't we? We're not going to have time to do the head. I do I do want to tell you I'm not going to do UFOs. I know this is Wacky Wednesday, but I'm not going to do UFOs for the rest of the year. I just can't do the mailing. I've mailed out September a little bit, October and November. October was really I mailed out a lot, and I'm behind in my play money. I have no play money for December. Nobody's getting Christmas this year. I'm way behind in my play money, so I'm not going to mail out any UFOs until after the first of the year. But but I say to you anyway, if you come here to see what you can get from the games, that's the only reason that you come. Don't bother. Don't bother coming because I can't do it for the rest of the year. So I'll see you in January if you choose. On the other hand, you know I'm a giver and I can't help it. So oh Zoila, I didn't say it for that. See, this is the part of YouTube I don't like, and I am not going to get monetized because I don't want to sit here and have to tell you, oh, please hit the thumbs and say something nice about me and go back and watch all my programs all over again because I need to watch. I'm not going to do that. I find it difficult to receive. I have been given the gift of encouragement from God, and I am a giver, and I give encouragement and love everywhere I go. You can ask Mr. Elmo. He gets frustrated with me sometimes, and he says, you can't just walk up to people and start talking to them. They could pull out a gun or a knife and, or they could just punch you. And I know that in this world, the way it is right now with all of these things that are going on, you can turn the news on, and in any city, there's been some kind of. The head of the medical thing just got killed this morning in New York City coming out of the hotel. He was heading for a meeting, an annual meeting of all the directors. Somebody in a mask walked up and shot him and killed him. I mean, Elmo says it's like that ant. Tips his hat to his wife, grabs his lunch, walks out, and he doesn't know whether he's going to make it to the raisins or if he's going to be stomped on. Right now, we don't know when we leave our house whether we're going to make it home or not, just because of the way that the world is right now. And I don't want to be a mopey Mary or mopey Marjorie or mopey, well, I don't want to use Mary and Marjorie, but you know what I'm saying. I don't want to be a negative person. I'm not a negative person, and I'm not going there. So, it is scary and crazy. Thank you, Zoila. I do appreciate it because it does help, but I just am not going to ask you for it, okay? That's where all this was going. I just don't have it in me to ask. I would much rather give help to 10 people than to ask for help from one. And I know how wrong that is because it's like being on an airplane when the whole thing goes and the air things pop out. If you don't put your mask on first, you don't have enough time to help those around you. If you're helping everybody around you and you don't have yours on, so I know I need to take care of me so that I can care about you. And that's what my bunnies do. They help me out a lot because I can't touch everybody in the world, but by golly, these bunnies can. And Kim Fortune is cranking some out on her little Addie, and she's making what she calls Addie Garumi, and she's going to call them Somebunnies. And so I've got lots of tags, but you know what? She's making up a story for each one of them. And she said to on her channel the other day, you know, Missy, you were saying that you crochet the bunny and you give him a name and you sit down and God gives you the story. And she said, I didn't understand that until I cranked out an Adigurumi and I gave it a name. And she said, the name came to me. I gave it a name. And she said, and the story came. And she said, now I understand. And I think if you're listening, if you have listening ears and 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 you ask God to open your ears and your eyes, I think He does, and you have to listen, and He gives you everything you need. That's my opinion. Um, just keep doing what you can do. That's what I do. I just do what I can do. So I am working on bunnies, and I have got to get these photographed with the sender's name, because I do write that on the back of these cards. Who sent them? This is an extra one. I thought I had 12 cards, but I had 13 cards, so I have an extra one for Gloria. But I put on there from, and then first name and the last initial, if I have it, and then the state they're in. And she lives down south of me, so each one that you send to me will have your name on it and the state that you're from, so that when those kids get that, they will know that people from all over the United States, all over the world, uh, are thinking about them and cared enough to make somebody to love them and remind them that they are special. I can't do anything else than that. I can't afford heaters and sleeping bags or propane. I can't do all that. And I said, God, I can't do all that. And God said, then do what you can do, Diana. I've given you thumbs. You got the somebody pattern. You got more yarn on yourself than you can use up in your lifetime. It's like, wait, an idea's coming. I could make somebody. Thank you, God, for everything. Oh my. Hello, Michelle M. And hello, Len, the crafty cranker. Now, have you got an Addie, Len? Do you have the little Addie or the little Centro? You could crank out some bunnies too. There's Linda Joya. I'm telling you, the door opens up and that girl comes in, and this, I think my second light lights up. It gets brighter in here. That's right. We're all given gifts from God. And if you listen and you use your eyes, okay, being a preschool teacher, one of the things that we did was part of our playground was across the driveway that came into the school. Well, not only did we use the driveway, but there were two houses that were behind the school, and it was originally their driveway. The school paved it for them because we were using it, but it was originally their driveway. And there was a field across that driveway that I would take the kids over. Well, whenever we went fire drills, all the kids all went over, the whole school went over to that field, a safety field. But sometimes we would go over there. We put white socks on one day and walked through the field to see how seeds were carried. And we discovered that if you're a dog, it can get caught in your fur, or if you're a person walking through weeds, you could get it on your socks or your pants or your skirt hems and stuff. Just whenever we crossed the street, I would always say, You guys know what I'm going to say? KK was here. She probably would know. Stop, look, and listen before you cross the street. Use your eyes and use your ears before you use your feet. So, Lulu, where have you been, my love? And Nene is here. Len, I missed it if you answered me about an Addie or a Centro, and I don't want to go back up and look for it. It's too taxing. Can you answer me again? Do you have an Addie or the little Addie or a little Centro? And Diane, I think God every day for you. You never heard that one? Oh my goodness. I used to say it all the time because the kids love to run. As soon as they get outside, they love to run. And I would say, green light, red light, because and that was a game we'd play in the field too. If I yelled green light, they could run around. And I said red light, they had to stop. And it's a really fun thing to play, fun game to play with kids when you're preparing to go like on a field trip or somewhere outside the school or across the street from the school. And because they learn it in the game and they think it's fun and they want to do it. And so when you get them off the bus or out of the car and they start running and you yell red light, they automatically stop. And you don't have to chase them. It's just really a good thing to have. So and the other thing is stop, look, and listen before you cross the street. But God has given us eyes and ears, and He wants us to use those before we move our feet, to see what's out there, to listen to what's going on, to hear the need, do what we can to. We can't fix everything. Only God can fix everything. But we can do our part. And if you go to Wayne Allred, I put information in my thing today. If you go and listen to him, he talks about if everybody sent in $1, just think how much money they would have for the relief for those people in Appalachia. If I can't do a lot, but I have $1. And if we get a lot of people giving a little, then it adds up. So, where was I going with that? If each of us are given gifts, and if we use that gift for others, it's like putting $1 in the pot. Pretty soon it's going to overflow and the world might even be a better place. I don't know. Oh, the weather was bad, Zach, man. I'm so glad you had an opportunity to stay home and come here. Heard my phone ringing. Nobody's home. Susan Burke. Hello, sweetheart. And Nessa's here. I'm so glad Nessa came today. You guys, I took a shower and washed my hair and just fluffed it and put on some warm things that my sister gave me. This top and the bottoms on this are the blue in it, the blue in the stripes, and they're kind of like they're really not a fleece like sweatpants, but they're a brushed cotton, so they're a little bit heavier than just regular cotton slacks, and they're just warm enough for here in Florida. They're just perfect. It might have been my mom's. I don't know. I look like my mom when I wear this, okay? Um, God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. When he built this mess, he meant for us to listen more and talk less. You are right. That's a good one. Oh, I love you guys all so much. It's incredible. I can come in here feeling like oh no. Oh, wait just a cotton picking minute here. Oh, here it is. Just got pushed to the back with my new bunny. I can come in feeling like this. And the minute you guys start coming through the door, I start feeling like this. And that's a good thing. Okay? I love you all so much. And fortunately or unfortunately, whichever way you choose to look at it, I think it's fortunately. Y'all have become my family. You may think you belong to someone else, but you're mine. You're my sister, you're my daughter, you're my niece, you're my cousin, you're mine. You're the man in my heart. You are the man who loves the man in my heart. You are my best friends. There's Sherry Knowles. Hawaiian Punch. Do you guys remember that little short guy, and he had I think he had a hula skirt on and maybe flowers around his head, and he'd walk up to someone, and it was a cartoon character. It was an ad on the TV. Hey, how would you like a Hawaiian Punch? And they're like, yeah, and he'd go la 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 la. Do you remember that commercial? I loved it. You know, another thing I love about this cottage is there are people out there on the YouTube streets who do not like each other for one reason or another. And I don't get into it because it's not my business. I have enough in my own pile. I don't need to go digging in anybody else's. But when they come here, it's like all of that goes away, and the only thing they can feel here is love. They come in. They may not say, "Oh, hello, it's so good to see you." They may just nod, but they come in and they soak up the love. And when they leave, all is better for a while. And that's what I love about the cottage. It is just inundated with love and loving people. No matter what you do, that's why I say to you, drop it at the door and don't take it with you. Life is too short to take crap with you. Do you know how much a suitcase full of crap weighs? Just take it to the altar and give it to him. He'll do away with it. And you will feel so much lighter and so much better and so much happier. You won't have that pressure on your shoulders. It's like someone commissions you to do a shawl and you think, oh, I really don't like this pattern. This yarn they picked is real splitty. Oh, but you do it. You do it out of love for that person, out of respect and honor of that person. I got to get my shoulder. But when you get it done, it's like, it's done. The weight is lifted from your shoulders. That's how I want you to feel when you come in here. You drop all your crap at the door. And if it's really bad, we'll dig a hole. We won't burn it. We'll just dig a hole and bury it. But when you leave, don't take it with you. Just put your shoes on. Don't forget your shoes. Put your coffee cups in the sink and leave with a lighter heart. Uh-oh, Lacey, what commercial? Oh, Lacey, I didn't get it. Let me go back. He was really good for the part. Lydia, hello, sweetheart. The Indian cry. Oh, yes, yes. He was Italian? He sure looked Native American to me. Hello, Lacey. I'm so thankful that you came in. I don't know. I just maybe it's the purple. I don't know what it is, but you bring joy with you when you come in, like Linda Joya does. Oh gosh, we're running out of time again. People in the chat, don't take this as I don't care about you all. At Miss C's cottage, I'm here at your cottage for your support, not theirs. What? That's what I'm saying. Whatever, what problems you have with anybody, there are people in my chat that have said or done something maybe a little off in my opinion, but you will never know that because I love all of you. See, I don't have to like you and I don't have to like what you're doing, but God commands me to love each and every one of you for who you are, for the potential that's within you, for the spirit in your heart, because you are all His children. Whether you accepted that or not is up to you, but you are all His children. And as a child of God, I'm commanded to love you, and I do, each and every one of you. Okay, we're not going to talk about this anymore because it doesn't belong in this cottage, okay? Already washed the dishes that were. Oh, did you really, sweetheart? Kitty Lane is the sweetest. She's got all her cups washed up already, so I don't have to do them afterwards. This is my happy place, too. There's Gloria J. Bowman. That is such a regal name. Okay, guys, don't make me count to 2. Yo, my glow. Oh, Amber, we don't even want to talk to you. Amber's out in Hawaii, and the first thing she's talking about is, oh, I couldn't sleep last night because it's so hot and humid. It was 70 degrees. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I would be glad if it was 75 degrees here or 71 degrees here, whatever it was. I think it's only 59 now. Oh my goodness. Mama Llama Kayla. Okay, what's going on in Kayla's life right now? Kitty Lane. I do that on Sundays, Kitty. I give them their sermon in the morning. She is off to see the lava, the volcanoes today, I think she said. That's right, Lacey. In every fire, there was once a flame. We just need to find it again, and um, out of the ashes come, I don't know, beauty out of the ashes. See, that's why Wednesdays and Fridays and Sundays are so important to me because I get my vitamin YouTube. Heidi, hello, sweetheart. You know what I do? Um, this is an example, and I did want to say this, and I wanted to wait for a time when it came up because I didn't want to present it, but I wanted to wait for a time that it would come up and I could present it at that time because those are called teachable moments, and they work better if your timing's good. When Crystal at Bag a Day had her 1 million anniversary or a celebration, someone who was very angry and jealous, and I don't know what other emotions were involved, called the SWAT team on her house that very night in all of her celebratory glory. They did that hurtful trick, mean. And you know what she did? She came back in and she got rid of her anger, and then she came back and she said, "It's over. It happened. I'm not going to talk about it anymore." And you can go to each one of her shows since that time, and you will never hear her speak of it again. Because in her mind, she didn't create it. She wasn't a part of it. She couldn't fix it. She doesn't want any part of it. It's over. It's done. And she's not going to become a victim and bring it up over and over and over. Because you know what will happen to her 1 million people? Because they don't want to hear complaining. You don't come here to listen to me uh, complain and moan about my health, my family situation, living in a home. You don't come here to hear that. You come here to soak up the love that's in this cottage. And so, whatever's going on in your life, just drop it because it's not worth spending whatever time you have left on this earth. It's not worth it. Wasting that time. You have so much more to accomplish with your life, with God's help and your gifts. Okay, that's your sermon for today. And it is 1 o'clock, and I need to go because I've got 5 weeks in this. Um, yeah, send that weather. Send that weather to Florida. Okay, I'm gonna go. I love you all, and I will be praying for all of you. Um, you know I do. Yeah, this is a safe place where you can just come and sit and soak up the love and not have to worry about branches falling or you don't have to worry about anything. Now you don't even have to worry about doing the dishes because Kitty Lane's done them all today. So I love you. May God hold you in the palm of his hand until I see you again on Friday. I love you all so very much.